Hey girls, how you doing? Are you coming out? It's been a wet old day, hasn't it? Come on. Are you coming? You're not bothered? Who else is in here? Oh, hello. Hi there. So it's sort of late afternoon. The girls were out in the morning, but then most of the afternoon it's been quite heavy rain. There's Hamble. And there's Beryl. So I think they were thinking they were going to be in for the rest of the day. But a lull in the rain and out they come. Except for Matilda, obviously, who's still broody. Let me open up. Oh, there's an egg. Matilda. Matilda! Oh dear, dear, dear. Are you on another egg at all? No. So this has been one of the Ickles. Either Jemima or Emily. I think it's actually, I can't remember. One lays a sort of more pointy egg than the other one, but other than that they're the same. So it's one of the two girls. Okay, I'll leave you to it just now, Matilda. So let me tell you about this week's drama. Always like to have a drama. No, I don't. But we had a drama this week, didn't we, Hamble? Hamble is wandering away from me because she's not really impressed with me. Oh, hello. So the girls are meandering around the deck at the moment, but poor Hamble's hiding under the table there. And that's probably because she's having to be given medication every day and she's not really, she gets a bit stressed. So yeah, oh, I'll come back to that. Look at this. Edith, get down. Look, you're probably stuck now. You're probably stuck now. Oh, she's on my hand. Look at that. You're on my hand, Edith. How did that happen? Will I put you down? Oh, she says I don't like being up here. Oh, God. Don't. Yes. Oh, Hamble's come out now. So let's follow Hamble. Hi, baby. Oh, have a seat here. Right, so, and now we've got an aircraft coming over. Brilliant. So yeah, a few weeks ago, I noticed that when we were bandaging Hamble's foot because of her bumble foot, she was breathing quite heavily, quite laboured very fast. And I put that down to stress because she does get stressed, the poor girl. But then I started noticing that she was breathing heavily when we weren't anywhere near her, just when she was sort of sitting down. And that's not how it should be. So, talked to the vet who said, you know, bring her along. And we took her to the vet this week and she stayed in during the day and they had a good look at her. And lots of good things, great weight, good body condition, no, her heart seemed fine, her abdomen seemed fine, i.e. not filled with fluid or anything nasty like that. No sort of mucus around her nose or coming out bubbles in her eyes, which can be indicative of a sort of upper respiratory tract infection. Just, you know, not really anything to see. They did a blood test, well, other than the heavy breathing, which was obvious to them as well. Did a blood test and her white blood cell count is slightly up, and that's generally indicative of an infection. Couldn't see potentially where the infection is, so they're thinking that what we'll do is just 10 days of antibiotics, 10 days of anti-inflammatories, just to settle things down, hopefully. They seem to be reasonably confident that that will settle things down. If not, we'll need to do some further investigations. But hopefully the antibiotics will do the trick. Hens, birds in general, have a sort of weird respiratory system in that their lungs don't like expand and contract the same as mammals. Lungs are not as much anyway, because their rib cages are quite rigid, and that's because the wings attach around about that point in their bodies, and they need a rigid rib cage to support them. So they have, and this is my non-medical description. They have certain bones that are almost like porous, that help in the transfer of oxygen from the air that they breathe in to their bloodstream, and that is quite different to what mammals have. So I think the vets may be thinking that there could be infection there, in maybe one of these air sacs, I think they're called, rather than, you know, something that's more visible to us. Anyway, fingers crossed that the antibiotics work. As I say, poor Hamble is not impressed. She has to get one or half a tablet once a day, which is, I can just pop in her mouth, her beak, and she swallows, and then 0.9 ml twice a day of Metacam, which is an anti-inflammatory. And you just sort of squirt that carefully into their mouths so that they swallow that themselves. But you've got to be careful that you don't put it down, you'll get it into their airway, because that can have pretty bad consequences. So yeah, poor Hamble. Doesn't rain but it pours, eh, Hamble? But other than that, she's out and about, she's eating well, she's interacting well. And unless you sort of were very, you know, focused on her, you wouldn't even realise there was anything wrong. What are you doing, Emily? Emily's like, where can I go? Where's the others? Hello, baby. Are you wanting by me? Emily is still as feral as ever. Doesn't really like being, she says, don't be touching me. Hang on and I'll get out of the way and you can go on the deck. Whoops, just banged into a hanging basket. Hello, baby. Yes. Oh. I hear the buck of Beryl, who's down here, probably found herself on her own and is just chatting away to draw people's and birds' attention to her. Oh, it's Edith, not Beryl. Hi, Edith. Gosh, it's getting crazy here, look. My potatoes are just spilling out everywhere. The path is completely obscured. Hey, what are you doing? This is just about the only bit of grass in my garden now. So the girls come and have a little nibble of it. They get lots of greens anyway, but they sometimes like to come down here and have a nibble. raining? Oh no. Oh, hello. Oh, hello, Jemima. Stop eating the potatoes. Not good for chickens. Not good for chickens. Come on, scoot. Matilda, still broody. Just put some yummy seeds out for her to have a munch on when I bring her out the nest box. The real key thing as well is getting her out to have a stretch like that, and a leg stretch, is to make sure that she has food and has some water, because they really lose quite a lot of weight when they're broody. Whoops. Hi. That tub there, there's a tub of water that I leave for Matilda in particular to have a drink out of, because there are waters in the run and I bring her straight from the coop outside, so she doesn't, and when I put her back in to the run, she'll generally just hightail it back into the coop without drinking. So a drink of water out here on the deck is perfect. Mm-hmm. Oh, you wanting in, Colin? Hang on. Colin. Right, girls, you need to move. Let Colin in. Let Colin in. Come on, Colin. In you get. That's you. There. There. Chatty Beryl. So yes, that's the state of affairs in the world of chickens in my garden and the dinosaurs who live there. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Please share this video with anyone you think would like to see it. And if you haven't already subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe and follow me in my chicken keeping, quail keeping and gardening journeys. But for now, bye bye.